everybody? It's your boy PTK Blam back in the building with another weekly video. How is everybody doing today? It is the beginning of the week, everybody. It is Tuesday. How is everybody feeling? I had a very eventful morning, guys. Not feeling well when I got up this morning. Went to the ER, got some meds. Back is giving me all kind of problems, but I'm feeling a little bit better. Definitely good enough to do this video, guys. Once again, just want to tell you guys thank you for the continued support and the push on the channel, guys. We are on the road to 2K subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, if not already part of the family, please do that right now. Smack that like button, subscribe to the channel, as well as go back and check in the archives, guys. I got a lot of cool videos, some really big videos I've been doing recently, guys. Check them out if you haven't already seen them. Share them with your friends. If you like video games, share the entire channel across any type of social media platform you may have. And thank you guys once again for the continued love and the support and the feedback and everything you guys provide here on the channel. Once again, guys, the Shop Podcast will be live this Saturday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, guys. Got another phenomenal first-time guest on the show. Last week was a lit show. I will make sure that is in the one of the cards up here on the screen. Just click the link, guys. You can go watch the last podcast. It was super lit. This Saturday will be more of the same. The best podcast, guys, hands down on the weekend, point blank period. No disrespect to anybody else's podcast, but we do a damn good job here on the Shop Podcast. And everybody that's a member, all of their Twitter links will be in the description below. Go follow them on Twitter. Very awesome gamers doing awesome things. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and dive into today's video, guys. Now, if you're looking at the thumbnail, we're definitely talking Apex Legends, okay, guys? Now, if you've been living under a rock, I did a video. We talked about this actually on the podcast recently, guys. So Respawn Entertainment, we all know the makers of Titanfall, essentially stealth released a free-to-play game. A lot of us didn't even know about this game till like late last week. There was all these kind of weird rumors coming about you know, EA and Respawn dropping a free-to-play Titanfall-ish kind of game. I didn't really believe it, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, until the Steam kind of started picking up, and then it was reported by a couple credible sources in the community, and I'm like, wait a minute, where there's smoke, there's fire. So lo and behold, about 2-3 days ago, there was some official article about the actual game being released, and it essentially, by the weekend, we all knew it was actually coming out. It was actually titled The Worst Kept Secret in Gaming, because at that point, we all knew it was coming out, so there was no point for them to try to stealthily hide anything. But anyway, guys, I wanted to give a full breakdown, buy or sell on the game, give it my opinion. I've spent probably a total of maybe 2 hours playing the game. I mean, not a ton of time, but I feel like it was enough time for me to get in, get a general feel of the game, and then break it down for you guys, so that way you guys know whether it's a buy or sell, or you guys can always download it. It's free, by the way, and then play it for yourself. But either way, guys, let's go ahead and dive into this. So essentially, I'm going to break this thing down now. At first glance, when I first jumped into the game, it felt very familiar. Blackout, anyone? And that's the first thing I noticed, that it took a lot of clues from Blackout. The gameplay was fluid. The gunplay was fluid. You know, the aim was great. I didn't really feel any laggy games. The connection seemed to be pretty solid. I didn't have any issues there. So right away, it was a decent experience from the standpoint that it wasn't buggy, it wasn't slow, it ran great. There was no drops in frame rates or, you know, random lag or anything like that. That was one of the big things for these Battle Royale modes that will kill it immediately. If the servers aren't working right, them things ain't spinning up, and you have a bad experience, it's hard to recover from that. Now, as far as some other things that I noticed in the game, right away when you hear Titanfall, wall running. And I don't know how many times, let me know in the comment section if you guys did this as well. My very first match, I was trying to wall run my ass out of every single situation that I got myself in. I died about 50 times thinking I could do some Karate Kid, jump off one wall to the next wall. It's just my Titanfall genes. I can't help it. When I see Titanfall, I see players, I assume that was an ability. But once I got past that, no more wall running, the game felt very smooth. There's a couple little things that I appreciate about this game. It's more so in the nuances, not so much about the overall package. So some of the things that I really enjoy are some of the nuances. This ping system that they've operated. Now, ping system, just to break it down, we know that in a lot of these games you get thrown in, you know, whether it's, you know, a team mode, if you're not playing like a solo mode, any kind of team mode, a lot of times if you're not jumping in with your friends, there's not going to be a lot of communication. So ping mode takes the place of, you know, just voice chat. If you don't want to voice chat, They have all these cool little things you can do. Like, say for instance, there's a gun, you kill a guy, there's a gun, you go open up a cache, there's some armor or a gun that, you know, you think may benefit your teammates, you could just ping it. And it's cool because not only can you ping anything in the game as far as like a drop or a weapon or armor or a cache or anything like that, each character has its own voice cues once you ping it. So, you know, you ping a piece of armor, they're like, oh, this great piece of armor, better than the one you have right over here. And it highlights on your teammate's screen so they can just run to it and they can find it. Like, oh, cool, cool. Even though we're not communicating vocally, I think that's amazing. I think every single game that's Battle Royale should take a definitely steal that from them, because that doesn't happen too often. And that solves the issue of I have a bunch of random players I'm playing with and we're not communicating. So that was a big thing, as well as the guns. The guns felt really balanced. There was just enough variety in the guns. They didn't have a ton of guns. Obviously, no vehicles or titans or anything like that. But the guns felt fairly balanced. I didn't feel like I was getting melted too quickly. And I know that can be a problem as far as armor balancing, but it felt pretty good. I have not gotten a win yet, guys. I think the best thing I came in is maybe like 3rd place, I think, and that was today, earlier this morning. So overall impressions though, outside of those things, nothing really stood out. And I guess you can call that a con, because nothing really jumped out at me to say, you know what, I'm gonna spend plenty of time with this game. Now the big thing, obviously, it's free. That's the big heads up, that it's free. You don't pay for it. Not a big deal. You playing it for free, so I mean, what can I complain about, really? But in all actuality, when I compare it to the PUBGs, the Fortnites, and this game is trying to come in and make room in that crowded Battle Royale genre, I don't know if it's going to do anything that's going to stick out enough for it to grow as far as a player base. It's gotten great reviews so far. Everybody that's played it that I know seem to be kind of 50-50 on it. Like I said before, it doesn't really do anything great, you know? And the funny thing about shooters is that you don't necessarily have to, you know, go left field and just do something nobody else is doing. You just got to do everything everybody else is doing just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And there wasn't really anything besides the ping system and maybe the orbital drop system, which is pretty cool because you can kind of pick, if you're the jump leader, where your team lands. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you some kind of a team tactical advantage. But anyway, guys, the overall package, in my position, in my standpoint, after a couple hours, pretty solid game. I'd give it like maybe a 7, 6.5, 7 out of 10. Nothing too crazy. Definitely something I can see myself jumping into, playing a few matches here and there in between everything else I'm playing, spending a little bit of time with it, guys, but nothing really crazy that stood out. Great effort, I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out to Respawn, everything that those guys are doing. I hope the game catches and are able to build on it, especially now that we know we're not getting a Titanfall 3, which is kind of ho-hum. Some people are on the fence about that, but that's a video for another day. But anyway, let me know down in the comment section, guys, what you think about Apex Legends. Have you guys played it yet? Have you downloaded? If you haven't downloaded, go ahead and download it. It's completely free. So once again, guys, smash the like button, guys. Show some support, show some love. I love the interaction. I've been getting a ton of comments on my videos lately, so thank you guys for interacting with the channel. Let me know how you feel about my videos. Anything I can add or anything I can change, it always benefits here to you guys on the channel. So peace out, love you guys. I will be back tomorrow with another weekly video, guys. I am out of here. Peace out.